Hi, Billy. Thank you for doing this interview for me. First of all, I want to ask you, how do you feel about children being placed on medication for mental health?
Some of the meds are good, some of them are not. I've seen patients on 15 medicines. I've seen them on two. Patients on high doses of medicines are drooling, they're unresponsive. Um, I've seen them on one medicine and they've committed suicide. So it's the luck of the draw with the medicines.
Okay, well, um, with your experience, previous experience, you mentioned suicide. I mean, do you think it's common that mental health medications cause teens more trouble than it does helping them?
To an extent, yes, and to an extent, no. If the medicines work and they're well maintained and the doctors keep a close eye on them, it's okay. But if the doctors just throw them on the medicines and send them home, they can overdose on the medicines or, like I said, commit suicide or harm themselves or others.
Okay. Do you feel like most children on medication for mental health reasons are over medicated?
Some are and some are not. Some are not on enough.
Okay. Well, can you explain more detail, about the issue of children being over medicated?
Some, if they're over medicated, like I said, they're drooling. They're um, some of them's unresponsive. They're and then some of them they're out of control so bad that the medicines, um, no matter how much you give them, won't work.
Okay. Well, what do you think parents can do to help keep medication as a last resort for children with, say, mood disorders or depression or
There's sports, there's counseling, there's um, keeping them active. Um, too much free time, too much free time on their hands. They tend to sit and think of stuff to get into. If they're kept busy, they're not thinking about stuff so much. So um, some of the um, drugs like the Paxil is another Paxil. It's used for the depression and anxiety and all this. Well, the Paxil can cause you to have a reaction, so quick that you can, like the kid said, he committed suicide. The Seroquel, um, Seroquel's Seroquel's one that I've seen in one case where the child was hitting her head while she was taking a shower. She couldn't control herself. Uncontrolled movements, neurotin. They use it for some mood stabilization. I've actually taken it before, and it does cause sporadic movements where you pour coffee on yourself, you throw stuff, and not realize you've done it.
do you feel like doctors are just too quick, mental health doctors are just too quick to try too many medications out on children without actually evaluating them?
Yeah, no. Some doctors, um, there's one doctor that we know, that I know personally, that really did in depth on study on the client before he started medicines, and then the other doctor that I know just puts him on it and says leave it like it is.
Okay,
You ask the doctor to decrease it, and he wants to increase it.
okay. So back to my main question. Overall, are there more kids today that are actually being over medicated for no
Over
reasons when there are other things that parents can do for these kids?
over medicated, and um, they're over medicated, and they're over diagnosed, and the parents need to start listening to the kids instead of the doctors. The doctor, he'll make a diagnosis with 15 letters behind it: ADHD, ADD, OD, OCD, and all this other stuff. How, there's testing that can be done to say, yeah, this kid's got it. But there's also testing, there's other ways around it instead of loading them up on a damn high dose of medicines. You know, why load them up on the high dose of medicines when you can start up a low dose and then, if they need it, yes, increase it. And if not, get them off from it. The less medicine they need, the less medicine they're on, the better off they're going to be.
Okay. Well, thank you for our interview, and I really appreciate you helping me with this interview.